Welcome to Art Spot Online, the Tampa Museum of Art's art-making activity series for children and families. Together we'll learn about a work of art at the Tampa Museum of Art and get inspired to create a new work of art. Today's Art Spot activity is sponsored by Hillsborough County, the Institute of Museum and Library Services, Tico Energy, and Wells Fargo. Hi, I'm Anthony, Studio Programs Coordinator here at the Tampa Museum of Art, and I'm here with one of our docents, Simone. Simone, hi. And you're probably wondering what that sound is, and that's coming from one of the pieces in Skyway 2021. It's a piece by Jason Lazarus called A Portrait, Acquire, a Swell, 2019 to present. And it's made up from a large collection of sound therapy devices that the artist has an archive of.
They are found primarily in therapy offices, right?
Mm-hmm. And that's what creates a sound barrier. You know, it provides privacy for people in there so people outside the office can't hear what's going on inside the office. And so they have this like important function, right? And that function gives them also this symbolic value too, right? And the title hints at that. So it's called A Portrait, Acquire, a Swell. And the artist talks about when he, discovered these devices, while going to therapy, he bought one for himself and it became for him kind of like a self-portait. And each of these individual devices in the installation could be like a portrait of somebody experiencing trauma or anxiety or, in recovery. And then he bought a couple more and then they became like Acquire, right? The second part of the title, right? And to him, that's sort of like, a group of these individuals speaking freely, openly about mental health, right? And then he got even more and the volume, right? The loudness grew to like this swell.
Yeah, to me, I'm from Brazil. I was born going to the beach and that's what I hear and what I see.
Yeah,
like
there's that very calming.
Nature.
Oh,
yes.
Nature, yeah, right. And,
Yeah.
and that can have this kind of calming effect,
Yeah.
right? So I'm glad that you talked about, the kind of calming effect of this sound. So I thought for today's project that we could try and make something similar, like a similar device that would have this calming effect, right? And that could maybe create kind of like a sound barrier, right? So let's see if we can figure out how to make some DIY noise-reducing headphones.
Yes.
Okay, great.
I'm dying to make them.
Okay, I'll see you guys in the Golden Share classroom. All right, we're here in the Golden Share classroom and we're gonna try and make some DIY noise reducing headphones, right? What you're gonna need are just regular paper cups, anything that fits over your ears. These are gonna be the ear cup parts of the headphones. So 2 cups, a headband. We also need stuff to dampen the sound, so sound dampening material. I'm using these colorful craft pom-poms. If you don't have pom-poms, you can just cut up a sponge into triangles like this, a clean sponge. You can even just take like an old shirt. We also need something to create ear cushions. And then you just need scissors to cut everything up with. Fabric scissors, if you have them, would be a little easier, a little sharper. Regular glue, and then something to draw on the felt
yeah.
as well.
Oh yeah.
Because we're gonna use our cups to trace our ear covering things. So we got all our supplies. First step is to line the inside of the ear cups, again, with our sound dampening material. So easiest way to do this, I'm just opening up the glue. I'm gonna start with the bottom,
Okay.
right? So we can just like blop some glue in there. You don't need a ton. Yummy.
Yummy. Woohoo.
So I'm just gonna grab a couple and then just like sprinkle it in. I'm gonna use my scissors because I can't quite reach. But just mush them down
Okay.
really well.
Okay.
Bam, right, just filling it in. And you can get really creative and like make patterns. I just have this big pile of rando colors, so I'm just gonna roll with that to get this kind of confetti action happening. You guys see that? Pew, pew. How did I miss that shot? Once the bottom's done, what I like to do is kind of columns of poofs. So I just have like a line, a real messy line, and then I'm just gonna like stack. Because it's a curve, it's just easier if you do vertical strips to keep everything mashed together. We'll see when we decorate the outside especially. So just applying glue to the sides, sticking pom-poms on it. Applying glue to the sides, sticking pom-poms on it, just filling the whole thing. Leave a nice little gap in the middle, right? You don't need to like just completely fill it. You just want to make sure the sides are covered. And don't worry about going all the way up to the tippy top. We'll cover this with an ear cushion.
Yay, mine are holding.
Oh, super sweet. Here, let's hold them up to the camera. Far out, man.
Yay, yay.
Okay, once we've lined the sides and the bottom with our sound dampening material, we're then gonna cut some ear cushions out, right? Because we don't wanna get glue on our head. Felt is really good for that. If you've got these foam sheets, which is kind of a weird craft thing people have, that works pretty well too. I'm going for maximum comfort though, so I'm gonna do...
Oh yeah, because we are going to the beach afterwards.
Exactly, in our minds. So make sure you have enough for you know, both the cups. And what I'm gonna do to make sure they're the right size, real basic, I'm just gonna flip it upside down, right, the part that's gonna go on your ear, and just place it in the middle. And then you're just gonna trace it with your Sharpie. You can just do like a dotted line, just so you like make sure that it's big enough. Right, circle. What I wanna do is flip it over and then, my pom-pom. Just flip it over and then trace the small side.
Oh, okay.
Exactly, just like you're holding it. Kind of roughly in the middle, and then same thing, just like a dotted line. The smaller circle is what's gonna be the opening, and then this ring is gonna be glued to the lip of the cup. So then you can draw the shape that's gonna kind of hang out of the ear cushion. So you can just make a circle. You can make it, I'm gonna make mine kind of like wavy. So we're gonna do this 2 times, right? One for each ear cup.
Mine is a little bit flowery.
Yeah, great. Mine's more wobbly, yours is more kind of like petals. So again, same deal. Flip it over to the opening and trace that circle. And then trace the small side. So after we've drawn our ear cushions, we're just gonna cut them out. We have our ear cushions. That is the industry term for headphone manufacturers. And what you wanna do is just put some glue on the rim of your cup and then just glue these on. If you have a hot glue gun and you're allowed to use one in a safe manner, you're allowed, okay. A hot glue gun works really well for this step because it'll take a while for the Elmer's glue to glue through the fabric and you don't wanna get like glue on your head. So next step is we want to just cut little notches in the cup, like right near the lip, where we can just stick in our headband. We don't need to glue this or anything. These are really great because they have all this like pressure. So we just need a little bit of a notch. You could pick wherever. I'm gonna do mine up here, because to me this is the bottom of my ear shape. So I'm gonna make a little notch at the top, because that's where the headband's gonna go. So just to, you know, you can just take your scissors and really carefully just kind of carve out just a little notch. It helps if you kind of like squeeze the cup a little bit, so you know you have like a point that you can snip. But you just need a little cut. So you just want to like put it in the hole you made. Just a little bit. Might pop out one of your pom-poms, that's fine. So the piece we were looking at is, you know, so much about like the importance of talking about mental health and like, you know, increasing accessibility to mental health care services. That's what just gave me the idea to try to make something that kind of gave you a little bit more of like a quiet space, a little bit more of a like a kind of calming, peaceful zone for yourself, you know, like wherever you are. So let's try this out. Let's see if that works a little bit. Okay? Sure. So make sure they're out like an inch and a half, because it's like a headband. It's gonna go like behind your ears, you know? So here we go.
Here we go.
And you can adjust it, right?
Yeah.
So once you're have popped in your headphones, the very last step is to just decorate the outside. All right, let's try them on. Let's try them on.
Yes, let's try it on. Wow, they do work.
I know, right? They really do kind of reduce noise. So, Simone, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
I hope you had fun making our kind of noise reduction headphones based on the portrait choir swell sculpture that we looked up upstairs in Skyway 2021. And again, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. And now let's go to the beach.
Thank you for making art with the Tampa Museum of Art today. If you enjoyed today's activity, please click the thumbs up button to like our video, and don't forget to click the subscribe button so you don't miss future episodes. Plan your visit to the Tampa Museum of Art for a fun day of art by visiting our website, tampamuseum.org. We'll see you next time.